connected. Yeah, it does seem to be scuffy because like it was saying I was streaming and it was saying I was streaming all this time, but I wasn't. There we go. Saying I'm live right now. Looks good. Not sure if we're getting any video output. There we go. That looks like it's up now. Awesome. So yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. We do get to them sometimes here. Hope you've all been well. Apologies for my absence on Sunday night. Had a friend in town and ended up going out for dinner and looking at Christmas lights. So that was good fun. Yeah, and it's something I've just been trying lately too, Jotun, just to cast a wider net, but also, you know, I love the hobby of streaming as well. So having the technology, I guess, to do it and not taking advantage of it is not what I'm about. So now we can confirm it's all working, and hopefully we've got audio working on all fronts. We should actually be able to get underway. But anyways, Jotun, how are you doing? Has been a while, my friend. How is the UK treating you? Hopefully well still. Only problem with this chair as well is when I drop stuff, I cannot pick it up without moving out. Ah, good to hear, my friend. Congrats. Joker, hope you have been well, my friend. Fortunately, we didn't get too heavily impacted by the cyclone down here, but I know up north has been. Have you been called up to do any relief work, or what's it go? Okay. Let's brighten that up a little bit. Bring the focus down. There we go, it's looking good. Now I just need a brush in hand and we can get underway. So where were we? Apologies. Where were we up to last time? I know we were doing some more of the colors. We were working on, I think, moving towards metallics, which I actually haven't set myself up for tonight, so we might just continue working on the other base colors. And then we'll get on the metallics afterwards. Ooh, that's no good, my friend. Being in pain sucks. Hopefully you got enough to get you by. Okay, so on the Beastboss, Ran out yesterday. That is no good, my friend. Hey, buddy. Welcome in.
Hey, Dave, you alright? I'm sure she would, mate. I'm sure she would. But can you not do this?
I think we're getting the same clips. They're not randomizing like they used to either. That's something we can fix up at another point. Welcome in. Yeah, might be the latest clip, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Also, I think I've got all of my proper buttons and links set up properly now, so we're not going to be doubling up. So you know how I spammed the chat last time with links to everything. That hopefully won't happen again. Oh, just... Yep. Shotgun blast of rack off flesh air. YouTube channel is boom. That should be in the chat if that worked correctly. It doesn't have like I don't know what you need to do to get a channel name set up, but that is essentially what we've got there. Now we're gonna just zoom in a little bit, and that command should in theory be working now, folks. So I've added it as a Twitch points command too, so you can use your Twitch points for it. I thought that would be easier, so just do a test. Is that working, or we still got... I say things work, but they don't. Don't you love it? I just tested it in Lumia Stream then, and that worked. So, I don't know. It should be linked. I would just use the command in chat, folks. Exclamation mark, zoom, and then whatever you want to zoom into. You can find out the commands in chat. Let me move forward a little bit to get in frame. Oh, that was me. That was me, Joker. I did a manual one there. So, yeah, let me know if it works or not. And 4 times is a zoom in. So I don't think the points redeems work, folks. So maybe don't try them. I don't know why. I set everything up. So 4 times is in. Did that rainbow work? I don't think the rainbow worked either. Maybe it's just the points commands aren't working. Yeah, the points commands aren't working for me. So there's obviously some integration issue. Let's just toggle this. It's weird. Everything's linked. I hate this sometimes. Yeah, don't use the points redeems. Might actually be a chatbot. Okay. Whoop! I think that... Did that work? I think I just restarted the chatbot and that's working now. Let me zoom in to 2.5 before you go spending your points. Yep, that's working, folks. Okay, I just had to refresh the chatbot and that fixed it. So, have at it. What do I owe people? I owe someone a rainbow. There's a rainbow. I also went and picked up some of the new Citadel washers to give them a go. So hopefully they'll work well for me. Just drop that exposure value right back down because that is bright as hell. We'll just put an exposure lock on there so it keeps it stable. I think in the new year I'm going to treat myself to some new brushes as well. Get some new Winsor & Newtons, and I've been eyeing off an Artist Opus set of dry brushes as well. But what's been happening with all you guys? What have we been all working on in this lead up to Christmas so far? Or what projects are you hoping to be completing over Christmas? Ah, okay. Heresy Assault Marines for Joker. Are they for the Dark Angels? Firewing, very nice. Yeah, I know what you feel. I know how you feel, Jayden. Pretty much the same time you've taken off hobby is the same time I've taken off hobby. I didn't do anything since April until last week. Like, I've been doing a little building and stuff in the background, but I haven't done any major painting projects or anything. I've just been busy with friends, life, work, family, you know how it is. That's why we love this hobby, isn't it, right, guys? We can drop it down, pick it up whenever we see fit. And it'll be there for us. Yeah, I went to the dentist for the first time in over 10 years last week, and gotta say it was a lot better than I was expecting. Like, I think a couple of new fillings and replacing some old ones because the material they used is not being a good long-term material. So I'm going back in this Friday, getting all that sorted. Majority of it is covered by my health insurance. That's always nice. A little bit out of pocket, but that is what it is. So just get this headphone of mine out of the way. Watery first coat here just to establish that base color. I do find this primer can be a little bit slippery. Doesn't like to adhere paint too well. And any dust I'm collecting, I'm just washing off my brush as I go. Now what we're going to do is start blocking in some of this white as well. We've got to do some metallic work before we go back and do the white. Normally I do the white first, but white's one of those colors you only really want to do once. I don't want to be going back and forward touching up white, because it'll start to look messy really quickly. So I'd rather get everything else down, then we'll do the white. Gotta get some yellow down too on hoses. We've got some squig. We've got a squig colours we've got to paint in. So we've got a little, you know, targeting squig on the top. Buddy Mini's working on a couple of units. Ah, very nice. Yeah, I wish I had more time for hobby. I just feel like I don't have enough time these days. I've been still playing Baldur's Gate 3. Trying to finish that. Trying to finish building the Hecaton land fortress I started last year. Or earlier this year, I should say. Or was it last year? I can't remember. Don't think we've got much coming out over Christmas. I know they normally do like a Boxing Day preview or something along the lines of that. I haven't really seen anything this year indicating as to when that might be. Brush it clean. Get that focus. Yeah, definitely time for some new brushes. Just struggling to keep points on this one at the moment, but we will persist. As we always do, folks. I can't recall if I completed any other minis this year. Like I think I may have finished Gotrek early in this year. But this may be the only other mini I do this year. Ah, very nice. I'll go check that out in a moment, my friend. Just to make sure all that is still working. Okay, there we go. Amazing work, my friend. Definitely come a long way. Looking really good. Can't wait to see the completed mini. Yes, buddy, we are, and proud of it. Oh, very nice. I still have the old limited edition Terminator Chaplain they brought out in plastic, so I don't think I'll be buying the new one anytime soon. But it is a nice mini, especially with the shield option. And link from Jacob Paints. Oh, yeah. Ooh, very nice. Let me get my Instagram page up. There we go. Back a couple of times. Nice. Amazing work on that Grot Runner. And also seeing you've been doing some test minis for the Death Guard, Space Marine Devastators with a plasma. Gotta have the plasma, and Leviathan Dread. Nice work. A bit of dust on that one that we had to clean up. Yeah, it's always fun when the adulting stuff comes first, isn't it? Yeah, I've got a trip to Japan I'm saving up for at the moment, so very, very much looking forward to that. We're gonna go over some of the black areas we missed last time. See Corvus Black. So we got the hair and the tassels on the axe. I'm just trying to get as many base colors done as possible, so that when we come in with these metallics, we just can breeze through them. So this one, just gonna carefully remove. Establish a nice foundation, and legit, this piece, the majority of it is metallic, which I love because it's just going to be silvers, bronzes, and brass colors. And I reckon we're going to do some easy rust effects using the Dirty Down effect paints. And then we're going to use a little bit of that verdigris on the brass areas. Sorry, the bronze, I think. I don't think brass gets verdigris, I think it's the bronze. I could be wrong. I know brass tarnishes. Okay, former, welcome in. How are we doing? Tonight we are working on this Beastboss, just getting the rest of those base coats laid down, and hopefully gonna. Oops, didn't mean to knock that axe off. Hopefully going to get some metallics on the way as well. Why don't you have to polish the silver for Christmas anymore? Have you moved away from silverware? Or just having a quiet one this year? Oh yeah, that would have been fun. Probably not, but yeah, Australian Christmases. There's some strange traditions. Now, next colours. We are going to hit some of these brighter miniatures, or brighter reds. Back when you were a wee joker. Yeah, that would have been quite a while ago. Gotta stay hydrated. Now the other area we're gonna paint red is a couple of Patifis on his jaw here. And once that black dries, we're going to paint some of those bindings on his head. I think they're a Rakoff flesh base colour and highlighted with pallid witch flesh. Ooh, this is a clogged one. Trusty old paperclip. 3 decades, Jesus. Yep, it's a hot minute. Oh, it's interesting to see that G-Dub have officially signed a contract with Amazon for their Warhammer series. I'm actually interested to see if this is going to change the whole dynamic of Warhammer TV, because I think they've put some good shows on there, but I hate the platform. Absolutely hate the platform. So who knows, maybe I'll have a bit more success on Amazon. Just slowly building up this base color. It is a bit thin. Whew. Back in. I just gotta stop rotating my chair. It's throwing me off. Oh, we're at 4 times. Didn't realise we'd zoomed in that far. Was that me or is that someone else? AKA Former, thank you for the zoom and the flash. I might need to make sure I get a sound alert redeem because I don't see that in chat here. I think what was it that new teleprompter that Elgato brought out would be really good to have like right in front of me here, so I can keep an eye on where my frame is. Because I try my best to stay in frame. As you all know, sometimes that's not possible. Okay, I might just hit that hair once more before we switch over parts. Get some of this Corvus Black. The reason I've gone with Corvus Black too, folks, is because if you go a Batten Black and you wash it with black ink, it feels kind of counterproductive, whereas at least with Corvus Black you get some nice shading going on, and then you can dry brush it to your lighter colors and you still have this nice gradient. So I do prefer, where possible, reserving like your pure blacks or your pure whites for like final highlights or shadows, or any detail work. You don't want to be using a lot of those colors, because that is usually where you trip yourself up. If I was to paint a black miniature, Corvus Black would be the color I'd use for base coat. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over to Zephist. Now on this, I believe there was a little bit of red. As well. Yep, so up the top here, these teefies. Just make sure there's no dust on there. Yeah, I have heard the rumors that Belial will be coming back, and that honestly is exciting. It would make sense given that we are getting some new Deathwing Knights. I'm curious what they're going to do with Deathwing Terminators, whether they're going to bring upgrade frame out, or what the go for that is going to be. Because yeah, right now, when that new Deathwing Knights box comes out, the old one is probably going to be superseded. And that was the Deathwing Terminator box. No, they showed Deathwing Knights. They didn't show Deathwing Terminators. So they only showed Deathwing Knights. They're the ones with the swords and the shields, and they can also have, I believe, the maces. So they're included in the box. So they revealed the Deathwing Terminators. Sorry, the Deathwing Knights. They revealed Asmodee, which awesome miniature. I absolutely love how the design team is leaning on the classic artworks, which we all know and love, especially with Asmodee. They did it with Hellbrecht. Also, have any of you folks been playing the Warhammer Tacticus game? Because honestly, if I ever get a sponsorship opportunity for that, I'll take it because I play the shit out of it. Just wanted to make sure we get enough paint in there because that's going to be really hard to reach later on. And I'm just going to get some yellow. We're going to paint that hose while we're at it. So I've got a Uriel yellow there. Looking for... I swear I had like a Avalon Sunset. Yeah, there it is. Use this one. bit of that on the palette, don't want too much. A little bit of water in there, just to get that workable. And yellow over a bright base like this is always easier. Like if you can get some Corax white, if you're like painting a dark miniature and you've got to paint some yellow, get some Corax white or a like celestial grey or something. Just lay down some brighter colors first, because it'll make your yellow so much more vibrant going over the top rather than having to build up multiple layers. Like I'll probably only have to do 2 coats of this and it'll be good. Bit of yellow on the green, no biggie. Just blend that in. This is why it's always good just to paint with thin coats. Allows you to build up your colours as you go. And if you do make little mistakes like that, it doesn't take too much to fix them up. Okay, there we go. Yellow is looking mighty fine. I'm just gonna reseat this putty. Sometimes just helps to keep it, you know, relatively easy to stick minis to, because you keep sticking stuff into it, you deform it, and it just doesn't stick like you expect it to. Oh, spilled a little bit of water there because I was being careless. So we've got paper towel on standby. Keep those mini bits out of there. Okay. Okay, back to the main act. Now, I've got a couple of areas to paint red on this fella. First of all, starting with his knee here. Gonna get a little bit of water just over here. Don't want too much water on my brush. Okay, we've got to raise little teethies here. Make sure we get some nice consistency of paint on there. Again, this is why I normally like priming with an airbrush, because I seem to get a better consistency of application, whereas this is very smooth over the top. I know some people usually like apply washes and stuff over their primers to try and mitigate it, but it really shouldn't be necessary to do that, you know? Laying down some Mephiston red. This is the contrast against the Volback red. Now, I don't think we had any other red on here other than the target a squig up here, so we're just gonna lay down some of this color. That eye is probably going to be yellow, so we might come back with that Avalanche Sunset as well and pick that out. Just trying to be careful not to get this on anything else. Now remove some excess paint from a brush there. I was originally going to paint this as a sub-assembly, but the way it locks in there was not possible. So I just glued it in and I was like, yep, we're just going to struggle and paint around it. And that's what we're doing. Just going to zoom out a bit. It's got a larger mini aspect we're painting here, so just allow me to get in there and stay in frame. Trying to get up in there. I'll have to do some touch-ups, but okay. Making sure that was nice and covered as well. Okay. Yes, the new multi-part Termes have dropped with the Space Marine Codex, and they are not the same as the ones that come with the starter sets or Leviathan. I believe they are completely new kits.
That to me was almost as interesting as the illustrations themselves, because that would have a big impact on how, you know, how is the reader supposed to do this? How does it interact with the image itself, and does it overpower the image? Does it work with the image? Yeah, bits around those are all really vital things. Otherwise, well, you're.
Wapelius, my friend, good evening, long time no see, and thank you very much for a raid. How are you going? Hope all has been well. And what were you up to tonight? And guys, if you don't already know Wapelius, please go give him a follow. Incredibly talented painter. Does a lot of Lord of the Rings, among other things, and plenty of dwarves. So if you like seeing some amazingly painted dwarves, please go check out Wapelius. Was repainting a resin sculpture as a present for Kathy's mum. Oh, very nice. Always nice to paint things for other people. If you do have anything you would like to share, please. Links in chat. And guys, be sure to go drop Wapelius a follow. For those of you who are new here, I am Daskumba. I am an Australian miniature painter, albeit I've been on hiatus for a little bit, dealing with life and whatnot. And I've only been back painting the last week or so. So if you're new here, grab some hobby, sit down, relax. Biftron, thank you very much. I'm actually painting this for one of my followers who sent it to me. I'm keeping it simple though, so we're just doing it to a battle ready standard. So just taking plenty of time putting down the base coats, and we're going to do some washes, some effects paints, and then call it a day. But if you do want to see what else I've painted, be sure to check out my Instagram. Lots of dwarves, among other things. Crypt Shadow, it is in a sub-assembly. So, got the head there, the body there, the arm here, and then the axe. And I'm just painting them bit by bit. So we're just finishing some of the non-metallic base coats now. Once we get all them done, we'll be moving on and doing some metallics and then applying washes to the whole miniature. Yeah, it does. But the way it sits is that's its tongue. So I'm going to have to paint that Screamer pink before I go much further. And then, yeah, it just kind of sits over the head. Ooh, latest post. let's have a look-see. Where is the right window? This is the right window. Gabe, thank you very much for the like, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Ooh, very nice. Wapelius, and we are going to have a bit of a sticky beak because I honestly haven't looked at many hobby things lately. Tip Top, welcome in, my friend. How are we doing? God, that is an amazing quality 3D print. Even look, I've got a 3D printer myself, but I've never been able to print anything to that high quality. That is incredible, my friend. Did you print that, or did you buy the print? Absolutely, I love the green and the blue. God. If I could be half the painter you are, I'd be very happy. What else we got? Awesome. Is that a Lord of the Rings? Is that... I want to say that's Lord of the Rings. Anycubic Mono X. Very nice. Sorry to hear about your car. That must be incredibly frustrating. As always, absolutely love it. Saruman from DeVale. Oh, and amazing tank there. I'm assuming it is for the Horus Heresy. Awesome freehand on the side. Oh man, I honestly have missed looking at your work. I've just had no time at all to be looking at hobby, but incredible. Guys, if you're not already following, go follow. Go check out Wapelius' Instagram as well. But let's get back to the mini at hand. That being said, I do only have half an hour of my stream left tonight. But I will be back soon. Yeah, like, look, I love the fact that you've embraced 3D printing. Like, last time I think I caught you, I was back, would have been back in April or May. I think you were still painting some of the Lord of the Rings dwarves from Forge World. So, yeah, thanks, my friend. You know how life can get sometimes. You just need to take a step back, reevaluate priorities, and the beautiful thing about this hobby is it's always there for you, you know? You can go tackle the challenges of life knowing that when you do have the time again, you do have the mindset, you can return and continue as if nothing has changed. But it's great to see you still going, and I hope things keep going up and up for you. Okay, just neaten up around that little eyeball there. It's always fun painting stuff in tricky spots because you get used to it. God damn! Well, I hope to see some great displays. Also, if you ever have a chance to visit Australia, I know the Warhammer Mount Gravatt store in Brisbane, Queensland, they have an incredible display board they've done up for Lord of the Rings, though I don't think they'd like 3D printed miniatures. And just gonna check reference Paint. Okay, so that's going to be yellow as well. I nearly painted that black. That would have been bad. Okay. What's Articon? Let me look that up. You piqued my curiosity. Oh, World Championships. Jeez, yeah, look, I think Lord of the Rings has always been like one of those miniatures games that I think it just fits well in with, you know, what Games Workshop's kind of product line has been, and I'm glad it's continued to be supported. I know when The Hobbit came out, I feel like that was like they had a lot of support initially, but then it kind of dropped off. But I'm glad they came back with the Middle-earth Battle games, reunited everything, and kind of brought it all back in to play. Gotta love this Australian heat or climate, just always making it fun. Keeping your paints in a workable condition. That's why the wet palette's always really useful. Yeah, my what I would really like to do one day is visit Warhammer World. I think for me that's a bit of a holy grail to one day go there and experience it all. Like, I know it's a bit of a gimmicky thing for a Warhammer fan, but I think it's just the notion of it. It's about -4 degrees Celsius for you. I'm actually not in Brisbane. I'm up in central Queensland. So we are, I think, currently experiencing 34 degree days at the moment. Celsius. Yeah, it's 30 degrees right now. We had a high of 38 today. We've got a high of 36 tomorrow. We've got a cyclone just north of us. But that's just average Tuesday. Yeah, awesome weather. Like, we can't ever complain about the cold here. I actually love it when it's cold because it just... It's my favorite time of year when it's cool because, you know, you can always put more layers on, but it's hard to peel more layers off without getting into trouble. Oh. Look, I think the coldest we get here is about 6 degrees Celsius. We don't get snow, we don't get ice. Like, we get cold, but we don't get freezing cold. And usually that's overnight, like, you know, when the temperature is lowest in the middle of winter. Like, we don't get that any other time. I think for us, a comfortable day is about 28 degrees Celsius. That's what I would call a nice day here. We don't get too much humidity inland, which is nice. I prefer dry heat rather than humid heat. Humid heat, you're just saturated all the time. You've been here in minus temps. Yeah, I think we're getting into a warmer weather, but we'll see. A little bit more of this. Yeah, that's typical UK. How many days of sunshine you get a year? Mind you, you guys were going for a pretty intense heat wave last year, from what I recall. But I'm actually hoping that we get some rain on Christmas. One of my favorite things is to have a rainy Christmas. It's just the perfect weather to relax. Yeah, your houses are designed to keep heat in. Our houses here are designed to be flood-proof, fire-proof, wind-proof, cyclone-proof, everything-proof. We get a wide range of conditions. Take what back? Well, I don't mean that kind of rain. I mean just a nice sprinkling, not downpours, not torrents. Just a nice sprinkling of rain, Jerker. Last year, I think we had a outlier year for you know, all those weather events, all the rain. It's out of the norm. Okay, I think we've nearly... Just all these little areas we've had to put some highlights down on. Not highlights, base coats. A little bit of the Stegodon Scale Green, just touch up. Okay, that's looking good. Just having a look around on the rest of the mini, see if there's anything I've missed. Okay. Add a little bit of water to this rock our flesh. Okay. I'm just going to pick out the teeth of this squig. I don't think this brush is really great for detail work anymore. Let's grab this number 0. It's a little better. Time for new brushes. Okie dokie. Ooh, very nice Draco. We'll check that out in a moment. Just getting up in there. Okay, let's have a look at the Discord. Oh, very nice. Let's get that up on the screen. God, I remember when you first started that, Draker. Definitely come a long way. A mixture of Marines in there, that's for sure. I'll have to get my Imperial Knights finished or get started on my Alpha Legion. I'm not sure which one's going to occur first at this stage, but one of the two. Now I'm just going to get some Screamer Pink. We're going to paint the tongue and the lips of the targeting squig. And then some details in the face as well. Just any scarring I find. Just a little bit of this in there. Trusty clog clearer. I will say that I haven't had none of my good Vallejo bottles clog on me. It's only been the cheap Chinese ones which have been clogging. Not going to paint too far down just in case some of this is included in the face. I'm just getting tongue. And tip top, my friend, I am only doing base coats, washes, and some effects paints as per your request to keep it simple. So hopefully that will suffice. Switch to the finer detail brush for that. It's a little tricky. Coming up on time, folks. Another 10 minutes and we'll find someone else to carry on the evening with. $4.5K in that pick. That's no small task at all, my friend. Kudos to you. Now, for some of these reds, Xandri Dust will be a good option. So it's like the colours we've used, but it's a little bit more yellow. And I find with orcs, you want to just have a couple of different browns in there different tones, yellow browns, cool browns, warm browns. Just trying to, neutral browns, just trying to get all the bases. Just getting in there, touching up all these little areas. Okay, so that's touched up. Now we're just going to get out Steel Legion Drab, touch up the fur areas. Also, really simple effect we're going to do too, guys. It's just before I start with that Steel Legion Drab, where we've got stuff like this, so wounds, just paint some Screamer Pink in there. Oh yeah, Joker, it's gonna be a long road, my friend, to get through all of that. So we're just like doing a bit of work around these scars. I like to just paint a little bit of Screamer Pink right in that recess. And just paint around where it joins the metal as well. And all this is going to do is when we paint, you know, the rest of the colors around this, it'll be that like joining tone. Okay, I'm just looking anywhere else. Don't think so. That was pretty much it. Just gonna take a little bit of the auric flesh and tidy up some of those bits. Try, thank you for the like, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Okay, now we're going to take some of that Steel Agent Drab. Quickly touch up these areas. 2 minutes to go. Yeah, mate, going really well. Set up in Emerald in Central Queensland now. And yeah, just generally loving life, loving work. Yeah, I think Joker IKEA is definitely the best place to get them. The Dettol cabinets are still a go-to recommendation. But I'm sure there are other options out there too. Sometimes I forget that we're going to be doing a lot of washes on this kind of stuff, and no, but I'm sure with a number of trips I do to and from, we'll be able to organise something in the future. I think next time I'm going down is in April. Crack the seal there. There we go, guys. There's just a little bit of a test fit. Still got to paint those teeth. Fits in well. There we go, starting to come together tip top. I can't put this in there yet, but once we start getting those metallics underway, I think it's really gonna start to pop. We can then go back, touch up those whites, and start getting some washes on there. I've got a couple here. So if you want to come around and take a look at them sometime over the next couple of weeks, let me know. They actually have the dimensions on the site as well, so you can get the exact size you need. Okay, folks, I think we're gonna wrap up there tonight. Let's go find someone else to raid. There we go. Okay. Let's have a look-see. who do we have online at the moment? We'll try someone different from the last couple of times. Keep it fresh. Getting a bit of stuttering from the camera there. I have work tomorrow, unfortunately, buddy, but Friday is my last day for about 2 weeks, so I may be able to go later once we are back on the non-work schedule. Nah, they pay me too much. I'm a corporate sellout now, buddy. Okay, so the only real person I've got that I know is Yab. Oh, and then Kiara Elvenblood is just starting, so we might head across there, bring all these lovely folks to a stream. It is underway. Let me just get this raid set up. Okay. Well, as always, my friends, thank you very much for sticking out with me tonight with all the technical difficulties, as you can see, still going on. Thanks to Wapelius for the raid, always appreciated. And if you're not already following, please go check them out. But who isn't following Wapelius? I don't really know these days. Hopefully I'll be back Thursday to continue working on this model. We're getting a little bit done each time, so at this rate I'm hoping it's finished by Christmas. But guys, as always, until next time, happy hobbying and good night to you all.